Well, hey neighbors, welcome to Shed Shop 2.0 and What's in the Case edition. Would you neighbors like to see what's in the case? Okay, I'll show you. It's not really anything special, but it really is my favorite homeowner mid-range saw from Steel in comparison of power to weight for a guy that's just cutting up average firewood and limbing his trees, because the power head only weighs 10.1 pounds, neighbors. And it's a 46cc chainsaw. Go in the comments and tell me what's in the case before I open it. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. If you didn't comment, you're an arsehole. Just kidding, neighbors, but you should comment. And guess what's in the case? Are you ready? Dun, 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 dun. It's just an MS-250, neighbors. But I got it for a really good price. And I'm going to tear this all down in rapid fire for you. I'm going to tear it down just as fast as I absolutely can. Okay, so we're going to start getting our case out of the way first off. And then we're going to get our bar and chain out of the way. And realistically, I should just go ahead and do it this way. So you guys start the timer. Where are we at? Okay, let's see. 1 minute and 20 seconds, okay? That's how I started. So, go ahead and get those out of the way. Oh, you know what? I need to go get the magnet, neighbors. Okay, here we are. That way we can keep track of our hardware. Get our sprocket cover. That goes in the box. Bar and chain. We'll get that out of the way. Set it on top of our box. Get our recoil off. This is going to be the last saw of the night. I'm tired as hell. I hurt like hell. And I got to edit footage for you guys because I'm almost out of content to bring you. Okay, everything needs edited. Then I have posted still. Uploaded. Fortunately, I know this hardware very well on this saw. It's almost all T27 M5 screws. And so, the only reason I'll be putting it in a container after I take the saw apart and turn the camera off is to help Dion. So this saw has a roach piston. Do you see it, neighbors? I hope you do. If not, sorry, you'll see it in a minute. And I got this saw for a fair price because I already knew it had a roach piston. The guy took it to the steel dealer and they told him it wasn't worth repairing, and they were right. It probably would have been in my shop because they could have got it rebuilt for the price that I sell a refurbished one of these for. Okay, the worst thing I have on these really is the AV annullers. They are a nightmare. So while I'm down here, I'm going to get this stop out. I should have grabbed my big needle nose. They're in the other building. Those aren't always easy to get out. Sometimes they come pretty easy, sometimes they do not. These ones are kind of stiff. This one is really stiff. Yeah, it's really stiff. Usually the AV mount kind of pops out with that one. This one looks like it probably will need a couple of AVs because they're loose. They're stretched out. Okay, we'll go ahead. Let's see. Next, I want to go ahead and start removing my clutch side. So get your C-clip off. Your E-clip off here. Retaining clip. Retaining washer. Sprocket comes out next. Needle cage bearing. That is trashed. Is that off the needle cage bearing? It actually is not. Okay, don't know what that is. But we'll try one time to get our clutch to come off without a piston stop. If it doesn't work, we'll come back to it later. Reverse threaded, remember neighbors. It did come off, excellent. And then behind this, we're going to have, since it's a 250, not a 025, a retaining washer. Then you have your worm gear, okay? All that can go on the table. Okay, next we'll take our flywheel. Hold our flywheel. This is not reverse threaded. I don't have any pliers over here, or hammer over here. Damn. Did myself dirty. Oh, yes, I do. But I don't have any long needle nose, which is usually what I use to hold the flywheel. So, hopefully, I can grab it with these regular pliers. I think I will. Nipix, not regular pliers. Thank you, Rob Weaver, for my Nipix. Give that a good tap. And that comes off. Usually, if we take our nut off all the way, it should come off. Okay, there we are. And then on our drill, we need to go ahead and get our T25 back on, or T27 back on. I hurt, neighbors. We will remove our ground wire from our cylinder. Okay, like that. And then I like to put this one back in the cylinder. I don't know why. Actually, that cylinder is trash, so we're not going to. I'm going to go ahead and loosen these coil bolts, get them out of the way, even though I can't take my coil out just quite yet. Don't lose this. Oh, there's usually a washer on one of these. It's missing on that. Okay, go ahead and take your air filter cover off by turning the knob, and it should just click your switch down once. It should just come right up. This air filter is not in terrible condition. It looks almost brand new. They probably did replace it when this all stopped running, thinking that it might fix it. Get your two 8mm nuts off for your carburetor and air filter box. Go ahead and take your hot cold shield out of the way. You can go ahead and take the grommet here. This is a 250, so it has the tank vent that is sitting in the grommet. Get that out of the way. Oh, goodness, I got squirt in the eye with gas fumes. I didn't think there was going to be any fuel in this. There is fuel, neighbors. Gotta pause you. Definitely looks like they were running premix in this. I'm not quite sure why this saw blew up. I'm guessing carburetor adjustment, or it looks like the crankshaft seal on the crankshaft side might have blown out. But you guys know me. I like to sometimes do diagnostics, and sometimes I don't have for it. Pull your carburetor back a little bit, and your clutch, or I'm sorry, your choke lever will come off. Disconnect your kill switch. Disconnect your, you disconnect your throttle lever by pulling your trigger and popping it out of that groove. I hate when it does that. Turn it, and it will unhook from your carburetor. Well, it's supposed to. I'm sorry, pull this one. You don't turn it, do you? Yeah. Pull the lever back and it will work. Okay, so pop your, next you're going to pop your kill switch out very carefully and slide it back this way. Okay. And then, since we have no fuel, we don't have to worry about getting sprayed. But, go ahead and take our carburetor out. You're going to have a grommet here with a gasket on it. The gasket's actually in fantastic condition, surprisingly. Okay. And then next, we will go ahead and take our wrap handle off. That's going to be, I think, 6 227s. I always forget how many it is on each saw. That's 3, 4, 2 underneath, holding your wrap handle and your rear tank handle together, or your rear / top handle together. Damn it, your rear handle / top cover together. I hate when I can't talk on this camera, guys. Sorry. Okay, wrap handle's out of the way. I'm just trying to make sure no screws are stuck in it so I don't lose them. These screws are like $1.98 a piece. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way. Oh, I forgot one AV annuller back, or AV buff back here. AV stop, I think they're called. My lower back hurts real bad, guys. Everything really hurts, honestly. Okay, remove our muffler gasket, which actually also looks brand new. It's weird. Looks like somebody rebuilt this saw without knowing it had a scorched piston. Your muffler bolts will just slide out of the grooves on the cylinder there. Okay, and then we can go ahead and push this grommet through. Try not to ruin it. I use a screwdriver. And also on your intake boot, I recommend if you do this, just be incredibly careful. Because I have stabbed these with my screwdriver before. I have different ways I use to get them out, but it's a lot of times, guys that work on saws will tell you, damn it, it's a lot of times what's in your hand. And I thought for a fact I would have a carburetor adjustment screwdriver or small flathead over here. There we go. Because I can't quite get behind that. It's kind of stuck. Okay, there we go. Turn that over with my finger there. And then use this one to pull on my cover while I hold that in place. Okay, and then the final thing you have is your impulse. Whoa, shit, that's my life, neighbors. Welcome to it. Your impulse, which you can either disconnect from your handle under here, or since we got a flywheel out of the way, we can pop it off of the cylinder brass nipple back here. Okay, and then that should allow us most of our top handle. The final thing you need to do is really take 2 small screwdrivers. Is really the best way I've found to do this. And if you stick one in to create space, okay, like so, from the front, you can go ahead and stick your back one in from the other side so that you don't stab your boot. Okay, and then just move it to the edge of the rubber and it will pop right out like so. All right, what do we still have stuck? Oh, I did not disconnect my wire back here. Sorry, neighbors, did you dirty? Did myself dirty too. There we go. That is our top handle / rear cover. Now we will go ahead and get our dust cover off, which is 2 T27 screws here. It feels like there's one missing there. Pop our bumper strip off there. Is this missing or is it dirty? I didn't bring my air over because Dion was using it. It feels like it's just dirty, but there we go. There's little clips that hold it in. Oh, there it is. There it is, neighbors. I was looking in the wrong spot. I just took apart a 660, so there's that. Okay, now you have this small retaining clip, this E-clip right here on your arm. Go ahead and remove that and not lose it. I think I just did. There it is. Okay, you can go ahead and disengage or engage your chain brake. Let's see. Yeah, engage your chain brake. So push the handle all the way forward and then use you a good strong screwdriver to pop the spring off the post. There's that. Unhook that. Lift up your arm right here and then it will slide off of the other one like so. Okay, next go ahead and lift your chain brake band out. We're going to use a screwdriver to get it up because I didn't have needle nose twist it. It will twist right off of that. You have this little black spacer here. Don't lose that. And then go ahead and lift this up. That will slide out of there. Maybe. There we go. All that. Okay, now I'm looking pretty much. I have my coil, my air shroud. Okay. Go ahead and disconnect my coil. You can usually get that behind that air shroud. It bends. It's pretty flexible. Okay, there's that. Whoops, there's my other wire. Now we will go ahead and flip our saw over and take out our 4 screws holding our cylinder and can on. And then you guys can see just how roached this bitch was. Okay, lift it up and slide over. It will come right out. Now, there we go. Look how roached that bitch is, neighbors. We're missing like chunks of piston. Let's see, was it our bearings? No, these are actually, oh, yep. No, that's not spun. I'll be damned. Thought maybe a bad bearing. I'll look at this crankshaft seal and look how clean it is on the outside. But this one's dirty as hell. Yes, your oil and everything is over there. But yeah, the looseness of that, I feel like it probably, and this one's tight. I feel like this probably ended up having an air leak. And neighbors, this kind of chit right here, running your saw with that kind of wear on your sprocket, okay? See all that wear? It's not supposed to be there. That will cause your saw to overheat. Our shroud is nice and tight and not warped, so I doubt we had an air leak back here. But then the final things we need to do is get that off, okay? And get our intake boot off because we should be able to reuse it. Since it's good, it's not stiff, it's not too pliable, it doesn't appear to have any rips in it. That's a good intake boot. And that, neighbors, is how we'll take our gas caps out here. Just push them down like the string. This probably has full of oil too, so I'm not going to take that out. We'll have to drain that. The last thing I like to take out is my chain tensioner. And on this one, it looks like we're going to have to loosen this to get to our screw. Whoops. I'm sorry, tighten. Go to the right to get the slide out of the way. And then once we pull that screw, that will be it. This saw is torn down. And then we'll see how we did. Too much talking, I know, right? Just trying to get up under the slides. Sometimes it's the best way to pry this beast. Boy, I've had trouble getting chain catches out lately. They don't seem to want to come out. I'm just going to tap this lightly. Just lightly, you guys. Don't beat the hell out of it. Little taps at a time, okay? And that's it. That is how you rapidly tear down a steel MS-250 or an 025 chainsaw. So neighbors, until next time, be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle, but I just tore that shit down in like 13 minutes. So guess what? Neighbors, it's not always this way. Most times it takes a lot longer than that. But I know this saw, the 017, the MS-170, the 029, the 390, the saws that I know really, really well because that's what I do most frequently. I can sometimes do them really quick if I really get myself in the mode. And when I hurt like this, I can't focus or think, and I can't work on certain shit. But I can tear down saws, okay, because I usually don't F shit up. Let's see. And then, if it's a technical job of tearing down, I won't typically do it when I hurt like this and I'm tired like this. But this is the kind of shit you get to see on this channel. So, would you please consider helping me keep the channel alive? My health is making it hard to make money doing what I do. And this channel costs money to run. And this is the part I hate. But if you can afford it, I would ask that if you're subscribed to the channel, please join. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Turn on the notifications so you get all of our upcoming footage of all kinds of different stuff, not just chainsaws. Love all 8 billion of you, even though I suck at it. Let's keep persevering, neighbors.